Russ, let's flip the card a little bit and get to Saturday night in Pasadena and what's now known, at least in my mind, as Sissy Bluegate. Take us through we've kept up with your reporting all week, the journey and the difficult journey that LSU had and so many others have had from Louisiana. But let's start with Saturday night and what happened and what it all means.
Well, pretty stunning for those that aren't on the UCLA football team and coaching staff. I think it was a pretty shock for a lot of people. But that said, I know a lot of people on game day and a lot of media pundits actually picked UCLA to win. So, but I know a lot of people in Baton Rouge. I know a lot of people within the SEC are fairly surprised and not too happy. You saw a team on Saturday that just didn't look like an SEC team. It almost looked like roles were reversed. The Pac-12 team is the one that pushed around the SEC team. The Pac-12 team was able to run the football on the SEC team and stop the SEC team from running the football. The Pac-12 team got the pressure up front on the quarterback. I mean, it was fairly stunning to sit up there and watch that happen. And now, of course, LSU's offensive and defensive lines struggled with UCLA, and UCLA might end up being a great team. We don't know yet, but they struggle with a Pac-12 team that last year I think won 3 games and has won 10 games the last 3 years. How are they going to fare with Florida? How are they going to fare with Alabama, Texas A&M? So it could be a long season in Baton Rouge.
And Ross, already many have started speculating, and including the place you used to work, your friend and colleague Scott Rabelais, wondering about Ed O's future. When I read that, I was like, is it really that bad? But he's not the only one, and it seemed like we were always heading for this conversation, and that's all it is. But that territory very well. You covered the beat for a long time. You've lived down there as well. What do you think is going on, or could be going on, if this doesn't get any better?
Well, as I wrote in my column after the game, Paul, they don't make long leashes for their head football coaches in Baton Rouge, and no matter if you win a national title or not. I remember, I wasn't on the beat at the time, but I remember Les Miles won the national title, in 2007, and I remember the next year, in 2008, they had a subpar season. 2009 wasn't much better, and they were ready to pull the trigger. That's just how it is down there, and just because you won a title, you don't necessarily get that much longer of a leash. And if the struggles continue, and the team looks like it did Saturday, it's just going to be hard for, I think, the LSU fan base and administration to continue on this path. And like I said, I'll repeat again, it's like this in every, as you know, Paul, it's like this in almost every SEC town. The coach is on a short leash all the time. And LSU went 5-5 last year, and some of Ed Orgeron's hires, as assistants didn't work out. And, back-to-back subpar years in Baton Rouge is something that could show the coach the door. Right, I think that Scott Rabelais is certainly onto something.
Amazing when you think about it, but maybe it isn't when we all swim in these waters every day.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.